Good morning. Kurt and I are out today. I'm going to break out the Legend for the first field hunt. Going to play with it a little bit. I set a program up last night for park. I did not set one up for the field. I'm going to use field as a test mode to adjust it to see how I want it to be. We're going to get started here in just a second. We're on a site of a couple of early to mid 1800s houses. One set here, one set down way over on the other side of that tree line. And they just got bulldozed in the 1930s after the flood. We've been here before several times. We've had some very nice relics and a few coins come out of this field. I can't remember the video or I'd reference it right now. Anyway, I got Kurt, he's way down there with me. And today we get to play with the Legend. So wish us some good luck, and I will see you guys on the first good target, and we'll start learning the Legend today. Stoked. So I was so excited to get started on this hunt that I forgot to go over the settings that I was going to be in today. So we are operating in multi-1. We did not ground balance the machine. We did a noise cancellation every probably 30 to 45 minutes just for fun. And we were in field mode. So to clarify even further, we were in 6-tone, but the 6-tone between 40 and 60, I made one single tone. So 40 to 60 was one high tone being in the field mode. So being in field mode, 40 to 60 was just one tone. Kurt's on his way back, not sure what it is, probably a door hinge. But Kurt's got something that's got some fancy on it. Don't have anything to really clean it out here in the field. It's bent over like a hinge. Oh, it's a hinge, I see it. Yeah, it's got a design on each end and it's a hinge. I see the holes in it now. I'll actually clean this up. This will probably make a good short for later. But Kurt, rolling, 2 finds. I got a signal over here. I got a 35 that's deep with the Legend. I'm gonna dig it up here in just a second. Might as well. I can't really keep you rolling because I don't have my chest mount today. I'm a slacker. I was so excited to go detecting today, I forgot it. Be right back. So, and actually testing the capabilities of this machine, which I should be doing and showing you a little more, I'm going to go ahead and show you this, because this here it also, hang on, my shovel's in the way a little bit, let me move that. What I was going to tell you was that on the Faro check on this at the bottom, everything says it's a good target. It's a bouncy signal and it says it's a good target. So we're going to see if there's any iron in the hole to compare it with the Faro check, and then I will get back to you here in a second. But a 35 to a 38 that bounces a little higher on occasion, and it's reading a really good target, so we'll see what it is. Okay, so I rolled the plug. It came from, there's something else in there too, by the way. Come from there, which that's about a 4.5, 5-inch hole. And there's my first target. Looks like a key, but I don't think it is. It's definitely brass, no. And it's it's another part of a hinge from the house. I bet the rest of it's down in the hole. Gave me a good target ID, 35 to 37. It was solid, 4 to 5 inches down. There's more of it in the hole. I bet you it broke when I dug it out. I'll get back to you if there's anything else with it that's worth seeing. But first good target of the day for the Legend. Did not lie to me. It said it was 100% a good signal, and it was correct. So we sniffed out another signal in here. I don't know that, you gotta understand, Kurt and myself and Nick for certain, we've once we got permission for this place that we knew it was here, we've hammered it for a while. So I got another 4 to 6 inch signal. It's a 35. It says it's 100% a good target. And I got iron everywhere, obviously. Are digging a lot of modern trash as always. We're pretty close to a local park. And go figure, that's what it is. It's a piece of can slaw, but it's a good, it's good metal. It's just not a good target. I'll see you guys on the next. So I got another whatchamajigger. I'm not sure what it is. I can't clean it up yet. It's like a piece of folded pocket knife or something, but it's brass. maybe a tool of some sort. The target's not significant, but it's my first really small deep target today. Come out of the hole. I'd say that's 8 inches, 10. That's at least 11 inches down. It took me a while to dig it out, so I thought that was pretty significant. I think Kurt and I are gonna move. Kurt's been on the phone trying to dig up a new permission, and I think he did, so we're gonna roll. See you guys on the next. We're gonna swing on the way out. I mean, so we've been all over the place, and we're chasing just about anything that sounds decent. I got a signal here, and I dug it, and it's got writing on it. Looks like a coin. But it was a really weird tone. Very low. Not iron range, above iron, but I'm not sure what it is. It rang about a 17 on the Legend in field mode. And it's brittle. Kurt broke it. He was playing with it. And I can't figure out what it is. I'll have to get the magnifier on it later and see if I can get something. But I think it's a coin. I know it's not a head stamp. Very strange. I'm gonna say that's the only good target I've gotten today, besides, you know, the little piece of the hinge and some brass. But we're still out here. We secured another permission. Now we have every riverfront property for the first mile or so outside of town. So, by gosh, we should find something this year. Oh, so you're still recording. Didn't never shut you off. So I actually found the rest of it, and it was completely round. And I do have no idea what it is. I can see writing on it. It has a greenish tint. Looks kind of irony too at the same time. I have no idea. I'm gonna be really careful. It's very brittle. Anyway, there's the other piece of it. Rang on it it rang a 16 on the Legend. I think I just popped either a coin or a nice button. 35 or so on the, oh, it's gonna be a button, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a large flat button. Anyway, I take that. That's a first good signal I've had in a while. Well, not in that long, but yeah, it's a decent sized flat button. I'll check it for back marks later. But yeah, another good target pulled out of the honey hole with the Nokta Makro Legend. That's your first real good target, isn't it? I think that other's a coin, though. What a fun day out with the Legend on my first time out with the new machine. I made several observations and changes throughout the day. My tone brakes were all in pretty good shape. I do feel as though I'm going to adjust that a little bit in the future. The one thing that I definitely changed when detecting in field mode, and I'm not sure about park yet, but in field mode, I went ahead and went straight to all metal mode, because that first section, that 1 to 10, ended up being very important, especially when you're looking for targets or an area from which to hunt. For example, going through that field, I noticed when the iron signals, the nails started to pick up a little bit. I noticed I was getting, closer to ground zero where the area was that I was looking. So, but when I had it set on C, it was notching those numbers out, and I did not get to hear that 1 through 10 mode. So I couldn't hear that grunt. Once I figured out that I needed to be in all metal and I could hear that grunt, now I have the volume on that set at 1. So it's just a quiet little bump in the ear. But that was the first major thing that I noticed that I needed to change in that mode and setting and for that situation. Once I made that change, the day, the field, everything livened up, everything worked out really well. I have no real complaints on the day. I noticed that I was able to run my sensitivity very high in field mode. I got it all the way up to about 28 and 29 with the machine being very stable. So that was another plus. Next test will be in a yard or in park mode, and I've already got a program set for park one. I'm really confident that that will be great. The next time I go into the field, I'm going to go into and I believe it was set up for relic mode for M2. It's going to focus on the lower conductors, seeming which I didn't find very many things with high conductors. I did have one piece of can slaw throughout the day the other day that actually rang up as a high tone. It was a very deep can and it was a newer can, but it really hit in the higher tone range. Everything else, the can slaw that I was digging, you know, the trash and stuff like that, was hitting into the lower mid tone. And I thought that was kind of interesting as well. The Legend has absolutely so far been more than what I expected, because I expected it not to be this stable. I expected it to be chattery and loud, so I'm going to push the limits with it. As I continue to make videos on this, I hope you will stay with me on these, because I'm going to go through and I'm going to learn every mode, and I'm going to learn every setting, and I'm going to keep coming up with things. If you have any questions about the machine or how I use it or want me to try it on a certain thing, leave a comment down below. I would be glad to try to accommodate anybody that asks for help or assistance on this. Also, please refer back to the other videos on setup. I'm probably going to see if there's anything else that I need to make. There's a couple things. I didn't ground balance the machine today. I didn't ground balance the machine today because the book says I don't have to. So instead of doing it for stability, I tried not doing it to see if I could make it, you know, kind of goofy or mess up a little bit. Well, thank you guys all for watching. I will see you on the next one.